I know it's not officially over until the conventions and the speeches and the roll call, but for all intents and purposes, the primary campaigns for both the Republicans and the Democrats are over. Even though there's some people who don't see it that way.
Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is.
Yeah, there's some people who are not happy with the presumptive nominees of both parties. And when I say some people, I mean the majority of Americans. The 2016 race will be between Hillary Clinton for the Democrats and Donald Trump for the Republicans, or as they affectionately call each other, Crooked Hillary and the Loose Cannon. Gives you some idea of what the general election is going to be like. And guess what? The American public doesn't like either of them. Only 31% of Americans say they like Hillary Clinton. 52% don't care for her all that much. As for Donald Trump, only 24% like him, 57% not so much. These numbers are historic. Never in the history of polling have two candidates had so many people dislike them. To give you an idea of what I'm talking about, Hillary Clinton would be the most hated candidate ever to get her party's nomination if it wasn't for Donald Trump. In fact, you really have to dig to find anybody who's ever run for president, ever, even a minor candidate, who is as hated as Donald Trump. But there is one. David Duke, the Grand Dragon of the KKK, ran in the Democratic primaries in 1988 and the Republican primaries in 1992. Only he has worse numbers than Donald Trump, but his campaign was a miserable failure. Trump won despite saying things constantly that would have destroyed mere mortal candidates, and Hillary Clinton is under FBI investigation, causing a lot of Americans to look for option C.
Because in every single one of them, we beat Trump by a larger margin than does Clinton.
Some Democrats are still hoping that Bernie Sanders can pull off a miracle. It's not going to happen because the Democrats have something called superdelegates, which are party officials and office holders who aren't beholden to the voters, they're beholden to Hillary Clinton. And even if Hillary Clinton is forced out of the nomination because of the email scandal, it's not going to be Bernie Sanders. It's going to be Joe Biden, who is waiting in the bullpen just in case they need him. For the Republicans, it's not that easy. But there's a gang of conservatives who don't like Trump who are looking for a third-party candidate. Hashtag NEVERTRUMP has become hashtag WECANDOBETTER. The only problem is the only candidate they've found that is willing to run on a third party is Nebraska Senator Ben Sasse. And if you just said, who? Well, that's the problem. You see, no one with any name recognition, political capital, or money wants to take a Don Quixote-like run at the presidency, which is just as much chance as being embarrassing as successful. There's always two-term former governor of New Mexico, Gary Johnson, who's running on the Libertarian ticket. Now, he's worth watching, but it's tough when the best thing about your candidacy is your last name isn't Trump or Clinton. Nah, I hate to break it to you, but your choice is going to be these two. It's not really a campaign, it's more like a reality show. And with any good reality show, it'll be entertaining, strangely addictive, there'll be no real dialogue, and in the end, chances are most of you won't be happy with who wins. I'm Larry Menti. See you again next week.